What's up, electric football fans? My first video, and it's going to be explaining the CNY Electric Football League. Here I have a book or notebook. It has a bunch of rules and my roster in it. And there's my field. My favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers. So let me open up and let's get started. So here we have the rosters, the coach, and basically all the players. Defense, special teams here, offense, coach, says the team. Stats are going to go here. So yeah, I'm just going to go through a couple people. We got Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, Devontae Adams, 3 receivers. We have Richard Rodgers as our tight end. John Kuhn and Ty Montgomery. Ty Montgomery is our running back. John Kuhn is our fullback. Our lineman, David Bakhtiari. We got Brian Bulaga, Thomas Evans. Yeah, stuff like that. Clint Dix, Micah Hyde, safeties. Charles Woodson and Quentin Rollins. Oh, god dang. That's a tongue twister. As our cornerbacks. Nick Perry, Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews as our linebackers. Our captains will be Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson, and Randall Cobb. Here we have the Raiders roster. You could just read that for yourself. Pause if you want. Just going to go through it slowly so you guys can see. Their captains are Derek Carr, Marshawn Lynch, and Amari Cooper. Oh, God. Next is the Atlanta Falcons, Coach Jones. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show you the coach for you guys. It's Coach Simmons. They got Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. Yeah, basic people. Kick returners, punt returners, kicker, and punter. Captains, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Desmond Trufant. Coach Wellmaker for the 49ers. Anquan Bolden, Pierre Garcon, Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. Vernon Davis as their tight end. Their captains are Colin Kaepernick, Carlos Hyde, and Anquan Bolden. Coach Gonzalez for the Giants, which is my father. You have Eli Manning, Odell Beckham. This is his favorite football team, Giants. Their captains, Eli Manning, Odell Beckham Jr., and Eli Apple. They got Steelers, Coach Tucker, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant. So for their captains, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and William Gay. You have 4 captains. That's Patriots roster, Coach Lee. Tom Brady there. Their captains are Tom Brady, Gronk, and Malcolm Butler. Coach Anderson for the Panthers. I'm going to try and go through this quickly. Cam Newton, Kelvin Benjamin, and Ted Ginn. And their captains are Cam Newton, Kelvin Benjamin, and Jonathan Stewart. Jay Cutler is the Miami Dolphins quarterback. Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills for wide receivers. Captains, Jay Cutler, Jarvis Landry, and Jay Ajayi. Seahawks, Coach Harris. Oh, yeah, I think I said Coach Davis, sorry. They got Russell Wilson, Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse. And the captains are Russell Wilson, Doug Baldwin, and Cam Chancellor. Last team is Coach Charles for the Texans. They got Deshaun Watson, Hopkins, Fuller. They got Lamar Miller, Alfred Blue. Their captains are Watson, J.J. Watt, and Hopkins. And here are the rules, some of the rules. I'm going to try and make it simple. Don't worry about the captain's part because I'm going to explain that later. But organization is key. Like I said, you must have a roster, you must organize your figures, and must have a schedule, which I do need to copy um, the schedule for the other coaches. Tackling is front of base only, front of base on any part of their base, unless player is stacked up. If player falls on a tackle, it's an automatic fumble. Home field advantage. The home team gets 2 extra seconds to get downfield on kickoffs and to block a kick on field goals and stuff. Yeah, I already said that, to block kicks and punts. Yeah. They get 2 extra seconds. If inside 2 minutes of the fourth quarter they get 1 extra passing try, I did that to make it a little more fair. And defense can pivot 7 people. Defensive tackles cannot catch interceptions. They can only bat the ball down. So say if I'm using the TTQB, say if I'm using this guy right here, TTQB, I pass it, and say this D tackle hits him, it counts as a bat down and not a pick. Must be at least 4. So if the corner is guarding the receiver, let's get Randall Cobb here, and let's get a corner in here. He can't be like right here. Say the 50-yard line is the line of scrimmage. He must be at least 4 yards off the line of scrimmage. So, like that. Offense, they can only pivot 5 people. They must have at least 7 people on the line of scrimmage. 4 stops at most. They can only stop it 4 times unless they're the home team. I didn't put that on home field advantage. But if they're the home team, they get an extra stop. They can motion 1 person. So the clock, if team is up by 2 scores with 20 seconds left in the game, the clock will run off. 10 minutes per quarter. That's basically that right there. I already said the organization. Injuries. There will be a dice roll for injuries. If a player is hit by another player and falls, it can be an injury. 1 through 3, it's an injury. 4 through 6 is not. Here's the schedule. There's Green Bay, Steelers, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Atlanta, Patriots, Texans, Panthers, Miami, Seattle, Cardinals. I don't have the Cardinals roster right now because I just got them and I didn't think they would get here in time to start the season or whatever. Green Bay's first game is Pittsburgh. Wow. Okay. I'll tell you why I said that in a minute. So captains. Quarterbacks get 1 extra pass within 1 minute of the fourth quarter unless you're the home team, then you basically can do it within 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Can use an injury clause. Every player on here can use an injury clause, which can only be used 1 time a year, and if used and injured with major injury, he loses all captain abilities. Only can be used by captain. Running backs can get 1 extra stop 1 time per half, and defense cannot react. And yeah, unless you're a star cornerback or defensive player. Linebackers can react to anything. Corners can react to anything. If wide receiver, you can be turned, and defense can't react unless captain corner. So yeah, that's simple. These are the North and South Division teams. For the North, it's Green Bay, Steelers, Patriots, Texans, Panthers, Seattle. For the South, it is the 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Miami, Atlanta, Cardinals. And this is what the playoff bracket basically looks like. I'll show you a playoff bracket. And right now, this is when I played without recording. Basically, Green Bay faced the Giants. I just didn't write it down in Green Bay beat the Giants to become the Super Bowl champion. And over here is top 3 teams will make the playoffs from the South, and top three teams from the North will make the playoffs. Here are the top teams right here. I put it from last year, basically the records. So last year the 49ers were 8-0, but they lost, so that brung them down. Pittsburgh were 7-1. Seattle was 6-2, but they both lost, and that brung them down. Packers are 5-3. Carolina were 3-5. Giants were 3-5. Patriots were 1-7. Atlanta was 2-6. Miami was 2-6. And Green Bay is number 1 in the North. Steelers number 2. Seattle number 3. Texans number 4. Panthers number 5. Patriots number 6. For the South, Giants number 1. The 49ers number 2. Raiders number 3. Miami number 4. Atlanta number 5. Arizona number 6. And I'll catch you guys later. See you, Electric Football fans.